5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. It's currently 8 a.m., or actually 8:02 to be precise. Learning a little late this morning, had some technical difficulties, but we are here. It is currently 72 degrees outside with a high of 93 today, and it's only going to get hotter every day this week, so be prepared for that. Make sure you have a water source and you're staying hydrated, especially if you're working outside. Traffic conditions going into Tulsa are pretty fair right now, so if you have not left and you're heading in, your commute's going to be A-okay. It should be pretty quick, no traffic delays. Now, no real changes on the local calendar, so let's just get right into the topic of the day. Topic of the day is Democrats' turn on Biden. So there is political strife and chaos occurring in the Democratic Party right now. I mean, you have major donors like one of the girls who's the daughter of Disney or whatever. She's talking about
Disney
not.
heiress, yeah.
She's talking about not supporting the Democrat Party if Biden doesn't drop out. So, I mean, that's a major donor you got right there. I mean, those girls are worth a fortune. So that's one thing you have. But then you have people like AOC saying, I'm riding with Biden. Because they know that in the true matter is, it's like it doesn't matter what. Biden is just a figurehead. He doesn't really do anything. They like the shadowy puppet figures behind Biden pulling the strings, passing whatever legislation they want to pass, getting stuff done. So that is the truth. It's not about whoever's in office. It's about the people behind them pulling the strings. It's about the people passing legislations, the people making the backdoor deals. I mean, if y'all think Biden's been in charge of anything in the last 4 years, you are absolutely crazy. Chad and I were talking about this at the gym this morning, but either Republicans are soothsayers or prophetic in their predictions, or Democrats have been lying the entire time. The media, the mainstream media, has been lying the entire time. I mean, they've been around Joe. They know what he's about. No. They have exclusive access to him. Now, maybe they meet him when he's Adderalled and 80'd up, but there is no way that these people didn't see what we've all been seeing for the last 4 years.
So it's either lying or willful ignorance, because the media's job has always been to hold the politicians accountable.
Yeah.
And it's clear that they're saying, oh, they hoodwinked us. The White House pulled a fast one on us. Well, why on earth did you allow that? You're supposed to be the people to not allow that to happen. You didn't allow that on Trump's watch. I mean,
y'all thought Bush was retarded. Like, there is no grace afforded to Republicans from the mainstream media, unless you're Fox News. No one. I mean, again, Douglas Murray famously said this. It's like journalists are supposed to do one thing. Journalists are to what lampposts are to dogs. You're supposed to piss on them as a journalist.
Politicians to journalists are like lampposts to dogs.
You are supposed to piss on them. You're supposed to bring their errors to light, or their shortcomings. It's like, hey, this is what you promised, this is what you delivered. But you have the media who creates these candidates. Like Barack Obama did. I mean, my girlfriend and a lot of people are sold that Barack Obama did nothing wrong his entire tenure in office. That's solely because of how the media portrayed him and treated him. I mean, Obama was one of the few people that greenlit drone strikes on American citizens in Yemen.
Mm-hmm. And
people will call me crazy. I mean, I guarantee you somebody could clip this and say, this guy's a liar. Obama didn't greenlight. It's like, no, Obama signed orders that killed American citizens.
Yeah, and Trump can't live down like a SEAL team strike in Yemen or wherever it was, or Syria.
Yeah.
Where a little girl who wasn't an American citizen might have accidentally been killed in the crossfire.
Mm-hmm.
But Barack Obama, drone strikes was his name.
Abdul Abar al-Awlaki.
Yeah. Drone strikes him, nothing. Media silence.
Yeah, his dad was a bad person, but his son was a 16-year-old boy. I mean, you could say that, yeah, I mean, if you steel man the case, like, he could have been radicalized and been working on his dad's behest, but I mean, he was 16 years old, a minor.
Yes. And I'm even on the firm camp of that probably was the case, so I'm not exactly too torn up about it. But if you're going to hold, the Republicans' feet to the fire for something like that, why aren't we holding Barack Obama's or any other Democratic politicians?
Yeah, it's because they are treated differently by the mainstream media because they want access to these people. They want to be invited to all the political parties. They want to go to those places where you get to meet and greet with the politicians. You get to shake hands. You get to drink champagne, have caviar. That's what this is all about. It's about being invited to the parties. And that's the truth of the matter. And so there's a lot of stuff happening back behind the scenes right now. And Biden is, I think he's too prideful to back out. Also, number two, I mean, who are they going to get to replace him? I mean, like, you could say Trump's an unpopular candidate, but Trump's polling very well with the Hispanic community, with the black community. The only people he's not polling well with, the same demographic he's never polled well with, liberal white women.
Mm-hmm. College-educated women, white women,
yes,
is who he's not polling well with.
Because they all, for whatever reason, think that they are better than him and they think that they are smarter than him. He probably comes off as a sleazeball, which I get. He's had like 3 different marriages.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm better than he is. I'm smart. I know more than he is. Like, the guy is a billionaire. You can be like, his daddy gave him his money. It's like, his dad gave him like a loan of what? $10 million, and he turned that $10 million into a $1 billion empire? Get wrecked. Like, I mean, there's a lot of kids who are trust fund babies that squander all their inheritance and never do anything with it. The guy turned a $10 million into $10 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's done everything right. And 2, the other part that everybody always fails to talk about, or the only argument I've ever heard to kind of counter it, is all of his kids are obsessed with him. They all love him.
Yeah.
All of his kids do. Now, the only argument I've ever heard is that's just because they want to suck up to the trust funds. That way they don't get cut off. I'm just like, how many other, celebrity or other rich kids just like, are completely estranged from their parents.
Yeah.
And they're still not cut off,
Yeah. I don't know. It's just nonsense. But, this is it. I mean, this is the strife that's going to be taking the Democratic Party on a ride for a while. I mean, I'm wondering if that one president that predicted that, our first lady will be the first lady will not be elected. She will be the vice president, and it'll be because of a president dies. And if Joe Biden wins again, and you had some videos pulled up of like they were having polls where they were registering illegal immigrants to vote in Florida, right?
I do. Let me send it to myself. I did not send it to Owasso Live, but I do have that. So if you want to keep like
yeah,
chatting,
absolutely.
So find it.
There are plans being worked in the background. We all know that. I mean, what they did during COVID, the whole what was it? The mail-in voting. I mean, that's illegal. Mm-hmm. That's not constitutional, right there. You can't just send ballots out and then be like, "All right, send your ballots in." Like that's wrong. You're not supposed to be able to do that. The only people who should be able to mail-in vote are service members. If you are a service member, active duty, and you are overseas, and you have no way to get back to vote, like, yeah, you can mail-in vote. That's the exception. The only exception. I don't care if you have work that day, get off work. Like, take your lunch break, and you get to go vote on your lunch break. I mean, and I'll even give you the argument that we should make voting a national holiday. That's fine, too. Let's do that. I'm totally happy with that. So that's where I'm at with this. It's crazy. But yeah, we were talking about in previous videos how in Texas, like almost 500,000 people have tried to register to vote in the last couple of months. None of them have social security numbers. Like they're trying to match these people who are voting. Like they don't have social security numbers, but they're still registering to vote. Like, so there's some shady stuff going on down there right now. So very shady stuff going on down there. It's scary that you have 500,000 people trying to register in Texas. That could sway an election, no problem. That can sway the entire state of Texas. So, I mean, this is crazy. And the video that Chad's about to show just proves how absolutely bonkers all this is. And that there are these NGOs who are out there going, no, we would never try to sign these people up. But they are. They'll lie out of one side of their they'll lie out of one side of their face, and they will tell the people who are coming, the illegal immigrants coming here to register to vote, another thing. They're like, yeah, no, you can totally vote. And then whenever the people come up with the video cameras going, hey, what are you doing over here? They're like, oh, nothing. This is this is just a booth outside of the registration office. Well, then they're like, why are you outside? They're like, oh, no reason. We were just told to set up out here. So go ahead and play this thing, Chad, and we can just kind of. Who put this together? Memology.
Memology 101. Mi Familia. Workers in action were caught registering voters without asking for identification.
Don't they do that? Don't they do that inside?
Huh?
You register inside, don't you?
I mean, they allowed us to do it over here because it looks like I don't know if they don't want to do it anymore, but they authorize it also.
It's only they check a box, that's all.
Why all the blue?
No, the blue is nothing. It's just this is an organization.
This is a non-GO.
Yeah.
A non-government organization.
Yeah, it's not government. It's mean in Spanish. My family in action.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes, ma'am. And update information, like when the people changes the updated affiliation party or address. We know party affiliation. We're not allowed to talk about politicians.
Citizens?
No,
Citizens?
ma'am. Yes, I am. Yes, I
I
am.
wonder who funds this here.
Next to doubt.
You can Google it. 19142. This is our code organization. No, I cannot give you that because we have to. But you can search it.
But I want to tell you that most
It's
of
always
the
weird
people
when they
that
say
come
they
to
they have papers, but they're like, no, I can't give you this. This is mine, but you can look it up. That's always weird to me.
sign up to vote. A driver's
Yeah, they can sign up. Yeah, if they're signing up illegals to vote. But can I have that paper? No.
Oh, you have to trust in the people. If they lie, no, listen to me. If they lie,
Yeah, and the way she speaks. No, listen to me. Like, I am telling you the truth. Like that. When you try to speak with authority like that, she doesn't sound confident in what she's saying. You know.
Find me a person who has been arrested for a felony for registering to vote without,
but I mean,
being illegal or not having any type of identification. I dare you. I guarantee you there's like not one.
Yeah.
So Mi Familia Workers claims that organization they work for is a nonpartisan, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The social media proves the organization has strong ties with the Democratic Party. Mi Familia Vota, along with partners, advocates, and allies, let me see here. Allies and colleagues have fought long for immigrant families. Today, we are happy to celebrate win for immigrants and relief for our communities. We are proud to stand alongside President Joe Biden and our colleagues to announce the new executive orders on immigration. We will continue to advocate for the full legalization of all undocumented immigrants to do much more for our country.
Doesn't sound like you want to do much for our country. It sounds like you want to change this country into something else.
Their social media also shows they are publicly anti-Trump. As you can see here, it's a New York Times article that's on their website. Donald Trump is the enemy number one for Latino community, for all immigrants communities, but also enemy number one for all the basic elements of democracy. That says that was Hector Sanchez Barba, president of Mi Familia Vota,
Dear God.
said in a news conference.
So there you go, folks. I mean, bad faith actors coming off like this and saying, yeah, no, I mean, we want to change the demographics of this country. It's like
right there, convicted on all criminal charges, which, as we know now, that's probably going to get repealed because the judgment wasn't, that whatever act it is where a president can't be charged for something while he's in office, it's brought back. So, but that's on their website, or that was on their website.
There you go. I mean, like I said, if you wonder why a lot of illegal immigrants are they're going to vote for the person who's going to keep them here, So
Artisan.
they're already going to vote for the Democratic Party, but they're sour. What do you call it? Poisoning the well.
Yes.
With this kind of conversation, with that kind of stuff being put out there. But again, if you're willing to break the law to get here, you don't care about our laws. You don't care about the truth. You don't care about anything. You're just like, I want to do what's best for me. And if you're willing to do what's best for me, you're willing to hurt other people to do it. So this is what's going on. I mean, the country's in chaos. The Democratic Party is in chaos, which is, I mean, is a good thing. But like I said, if you have people, bad faith actors like that, registering illegals to vote, you're going to have a bunch of new voters. I mean, again, 500,000 trying to register in Texas. Scary stuff, people. Scary stuff. And they just want to keep that border open and keep changing the population demographics and keep changing the voter demographics. Because the Democrats are importing their next voter base because they're losing the black vote. They're losing the legal Hispanic vote. So it's wild to me that this is what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, Democratic Party's in chaos. What did you expect when you have a senile old man in office? That's about all we've got for you today. I know it was we didn't have anything lighter to talk about, but we just wanted to kind of capitalize on this whole Joe Biden thing.
Yeah, the whole people will take advantage of it's people in power. It's like people in government all strive for power.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a president that's not cognate,
Yeah.
people are going to take advantage of that. People who are looking to empower themselves and ingratiate themselves with money, power, whatever else, they're going to take it. And they all have this opportunity. Everybody in Biden's cabinet, I guarantee you, is just like this is actually pretty fun because we're in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, but this is the modern Democratic Party for you. So, just a bunch of pseudo-communist criminals. That's what they are.
Yeah.
But that's about all we've got for you today. This is the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too and your friends and family can also stay in the loop. We're signing off. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.